Greetings, wastelanders, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for those of you who are just tuning in. In today's video, I will be covering mutations and how you can get them relatively easily. So, let's jump into the video. What exactly are mutations, and why do we want them? For those of you that do not know, mutations are an additional effect that gives both positive and negative bonuses to your character. There are currently 19 mutations in Fallout. I will quickly show them and their positive and negative effects on the screen so that you can reference those. It is possible to have every single mutation on your character at the same time. However, you only can have 18 since you cannot have both the herbivore and the carnivore mutation active at the same time. Just something to keep in mind. Typically, it is not optimal to have all 18 mutations active for any one given build. Usually, you will want between 8 to 10 mutations. Otherwise, the negative effects from the other mutations will kind of outweigh the positive effects of the ones that actually are beneficial to you. Before I get started showing you how to acquire mutations, I would like to highlight 3 perk cards that are very useful when it comes to mutations. There is Strange in Numbers under Charisma, Starch Genes under Luck, and Class Freak, which is also under Luck. Out of the 3, Starch Genes is by far the most important. In fact, it is downright essential if you do not want to lose your mutations every time you use Radaway. Now that we have perk cards covered, let me show you what mutations I use and also how you can remove them with Radaway. And then I will show you 2 different methods for acquiring mutations. One that is kind of random but costs nothing, and the other method which will cost you caps but will allow you to selectively pick which mutations you want to have. As you can see on the screen, I have 10 different mutations: adrenal reactions, bird bones, eagle eyes, egghead, grounded, herbivore, herd mentality, marsupial, scaly skin, and speed demon. In order to remove these, I will have to take off the Starch Genes perk, which I will do right now. From here, it is just a matter of taking a bunch of Radaway. For every single Radaway that we take, there's a chance that you will lose a mutation. As you can see here, I just lost herd mentality. And now I lost marsupial. And we will continue down this until I am out of mutations. There's adrenal reaction. Speed demon's gone now. Herbivore is history. Egghead is now gone. Eagle eyes is history. Bird bones is gone. And grounded is gone too. Now scaly skin is gone. And I believe that is the end of them. As you can see here, I no longer have any mutations on my character. So the first method we are going to try involves getting a bunch of polluted water and drinking it. So we're going to fast travel to the nearest water source and collect a bunch of polluted water. Now that we spawned in, we can get up close to the lake here and we can start collecting water. Well, once I get rid of these mole rats. It's usually best to get between 100 and 200 dirty water in your inventory just for convenience. So I'm going to collect a bunch here real quick. You will gain rads as this goes, but drinking it will be by far the most effective way to gain rads. So we got 68 so far. And in case I didn't mention it before, the only way you can gain mutations is by radiating yourself. So the fastest way to radiate yourself, well, there's multiple ways, but this is one of the faster ways and cheapest, is just to drink dirty water. So now we have 206, and then we can just start spamming this. As you can see, our rads are going up. Usually like between 10 and 20 dirty water will get you one. There we go. We got our first mutation, scaly skin. Don't worry about any diseases that you contract. It's irrelevant at this point. And you can see down here that we have scaly skin. Now, in order for us to actually get another mutation, for some reason, you have to leave the server you're currently on that you got a mutation on and rejoin another one. I don't know if there's a timer or exactly how that works, but it will not let you get a mutation on the same server consecutively. So we'll leave and come back to a different server, and we'll basically rinse and repeat. All right, here we are. We'll go ahead and run back over to the lake. There's a raider over there. He's not hurting anyone. We'll leave him alone. So we get back to our, well, let me first show you. Yes, the scaly skin is still there. And we'll get back to the dirty water and we'll start spamming it again. Just pay attention to the top left whenever you're doing this. There you go. Gain bird bones. You can kill yourself while you're doing this just by getting too many rads, but it's not a big deal. One thing you can do is pop on Starch Genes and then take some rad away. I'm actually going to demonstrate what I was talking about earlier in case there are doubters out there about having to switch servers. So now that all my rads are gone, I'm going to spam a whole bunch of dirty water and radiate myself again. And I'm going to show you that there will not be another mutation gained while we're on this server since we already gained one. And like I said, I don't exactly know why that is. I just know that it is. So we'll spam a bunch of these. And I'm telling you, absolutely nothing is going to happen. We will not get any more mutations. If you don't get a mutation within probably 20 dirty water drinks, then you either have received a mutation on that server already, or, well, I guess it's the same scenario, but you say you get a mutation, you leave, and then you rejoin a new server. There is a chance that it could put you back in the same server that you already received a mutation on, in which case it will not let you get another mutation. You just need to leave and rejoin again. So usually, like, within 20, you should be getting a mutation. We'll grab some more water here, and then I'll join another server, and I'll show you that this will definitely work. You can get another mutation. You just have to hop servers. How much we got here? 213. Yeah, good to go. And just to show you, we currently have bird bones and scaly skin. So we'll leave and join another random server. Just something to keep in mind with Starch Genes. Make sure when you're wanting to gain mutations that Starch Genes is off. But if you need to take rat away, make sure Starch Genes is on. Because if you take rat away when Starch Genes is off, you will lose your mutations. We'll spam a few here. Actually, I think I'm going to head over to the lake. I can't remember if there's a timer. I think it's like a 10-second timer every time you get into a new server. I could be wrong about that, where you can't get a mutation. But either way, let's make sure that Starch Genes is off, and it should be. And we'll spam it until we get another mutation. And there we go. We just got grounded. Surprisingly enough, all these mutations that I've gotten so far, which, by the way, they're all random. Like, you cannot really predict which one you're going to get. So it'll be in a random order whenever you do it with this method. But that being said, all the ones that I have received so far are ones that I actually want. So that's pretty convenient. And that's also another thing. Whenever you use Radaway without Starch Genes on, it is random which mutation you're going to lose as well. That is the downside of using this method to get your mutations. So we're on another server again, and I'm just going to do another one just to show you. This isn't a fluke. It definitely works every time. So we'll spam this again. And we got Egghead, which is also another one that I want. So I'm actually getting pretty lucky with this. That usually doesn't work out. But all four of those I do want. So I would say at this point, it should be pretty clear the method that you need to do in order to get your mutations. Basically just rinse and repeat. You're going to, spawn into a new server, drink your radiated water until you hit a mutation. Then you're going to exit, join a new server, and continue that process until you get all the mutations that you want. That is the cheapest method. All it costs you is a little bit of time. This next method I'm going to show you allows you to pick specific mutations that you want, and it's using serums. Since I currently have, as of today, all of the serum recipes unlocked, I can actually just fast travel to my base, and I can show you this other method, which is pretty convenient. Just something I want you to keep in mind, you can buy the serums from the Enclave, but I do not recommend you do that because they will be way overpriced. You can usually find serums reasonably priced from player vendors for between 250 and 500 caps is usually the range that you'll see them for. I wouldn't pay more than 500 caps for a serum. I guess it comes down to how desperate you are. All right, so as you can see, I have almost all of the serums currently available, but I definitely have all the ones that I want. So I'm going to go through and grab the ones that I want, which originally was the 10, so we'll go through and we'll find those real quick, and I'll show you how to use them. Once you have acquired all of the serums that you want, it is as simple as clicking on them in order to take them. And just to show you, you can have Starch Genes on while you're taking serums. It completely doesn't matter. It will still give you the mutation. So we'll take this one real quick. As you can see, I have gained adrenal reaction, and it will be the same with all these. Eagle Eyes, and then Herbivore, It's really, really easy. You just gotta have some caps in order to purchase these. And as you can see here, every time you take a serum, it suppresses the negative effects for an hour. I guess if you wanted to make your own serums, you could remove the negative effects permanently for an hour if you kept taking the serums, but I don't think many people do that. It's just something to keep in mind because, like I said in the beginning of the video, there are negative and positive effects to every single one. But as you can see here, I have my original 10 back in perfect order, which is exactly what I want for this current build. And we use two methods, the poison method with the water and the serum method there at the end. And that is the main way for you to get what mutations you want for your character. And that pretty much covers all that there is to know about mutations. If you have any questions or any comments, then please drop them down below. I definitely appreciate all your guys' feedback. I try to make improvements with each and every video. And like all of my videos, it did take me quite a bit of time to throw all this together. If you enjoyed it, if you found it informative, or if you found anything useful about the video itself, I would appreciate it if you could drop me a like, or if you haven't subscribed, that would be fantastic if you did, so that you can be informed whenever I drop new content. Thank you all for tuning in and for all of the support. It is much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one.